Hi all, welcome back once again to SAP Solution by USC channel. Today topic is to how to identify the material codes that we can able to use it for MRP Live and the classic MRP. I will note down the things. MRP Live is nothing but we called it as a MRP HANA. The terms is called. And MRP Classic is nothing but a plan in ABAP. So these are the two different planning in the MRP we can able to use in SAP S/4HANA. So we need to identify what are the materials that will be activated for the MRP Live and the MRP Classic. For that we have the one dedicated tcode is called as a MD underscore MRP underscore force underscore classic. This T-code that will be helpful for the identification of the what are the material codes that will be activated for the MRP Live or MRP HANA or MRP Classic is also called as a planning adapt. So because we need to use this particular T-code to force a specific material to be planning using the classic MRP logic instead of the MRP Live. Because it's often like some necessary when a material is required a future not yet supported by the MRP Live that need to be executed through MRP Classic itself. And I want to know what is the difference between MRP Live and MRP Classic. In SAP S/4HANA, like SAP has introduced the MRP Live, a new planning engine that aims to improve the performance and efficiency. However, some of the materials or scenario may not be fully supported by MRP Live. That's the reason for those requirements that need to be filled up with the MRP Classic scenario itself. To identify the materials that will that will enable for the MRP execution itself, but I need to identify those material that will be activated for the MRP Live or the MRP Classic. For that, I will quickly jump onto the SAP. I want to know what are the materials that will be activated for the MRP. For that, I will going with the table level SC16M. So MRP related things that we can able to see in the MARC table. I will just execute on it and we will get the list of material codes and some of the details itself, but I need only the MRP that will be activated. This is the MRP type we can able to see. So here I will make a ascending order and I will choose any one of the material code that will be activated. So I will take this material code and I will going with the transaction code as I said, like a MD underscore MRP underscore force underscore classic /o MD underscore MRP underscore force underscore classic. Once you click on the material T codes, click on execute, you just mention your material codes and the plant. What is our plant? The particular material that will relate it to the plant is 1010. I will mention the plant 1010. Then I will just execute it on it. I will get the list is like a material codes, and this is MRP controller, plant, MRP area, and I will give the that will be useful for the source of issues like a MRP Live. and when the MRP is executed, suppose if executed on it, and what is the time for that. So if you this tick is enabled, this is nothing but the particular material code that will be activated for the classic MRP. Suppose it's not activated, then it will be considered as the MRP live. So in this way, we can able to understand the particular material code he's been considered for the MRP live or the MRP classic. In the screen itself, suppose if you want to execute particular material code for the MRP classic itself, then you need to click on the edit button here, the radio button. Then the particular window that will be open to make it as a modification, and the classic MRP need to be activate the classic MRP. Then a particular material code is been used for the classic MRP that will be instead of the MRP live. Then you need to save on it. Data is saved, and there is a clause that will be exist for the particular process. What are the MRP type that will be exist for the VB as a MRP type that we can able to use for the reorder point planning. For those material types, we can be able to use for the for the MRP live. So that is one of the clause we have it. So yeah, in this way we can able to identify the material codes used for the MRP live and what are the material codes that will be used for the MRP classic itself. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.